Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Dice That Bind Us. I am Rob. I'm not your DM, but thank you for joining us. You can also find us in wonderful places like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We are an actual play D&D podcast. And, if you would like to continue, you could pay us $1 billion. All right, Alex, take it away.
Yo, Bezos, we could use it, bro. I'm just saying. We just had a conversation about how much $1 billion would help us. Quick recap, should be pretty quick because last week was pretty succinct.
We did
the party did stuff. Recap of last week, easy peasy. The party spent a lot more time trying to figure out where to go, and through some hilarious, very much in Garagak essence, even being sans Coda, you discovered well ahead of time that the mastermind behind what you were going through, at least as far as you can infer, was one Volo, the Guide to Monsters. That's the book he wrote. That is he's written several, but that's the source book that he's written. And after many minutes of escapades,
sleepy time.
Everybody ended up unconscious and woke up in a room that they later found out was a race put together by Volo that our current party is working their way through. We did 2 rounds of that race last time. 1 round going to Ileana as the victor with a quick teleport spell. The other round going to Rhyme for strictly being fast as fuck. We rejoined the party for the 3rd leg of the race. As you all have reached the finish line going towards the start line that you had originally started at, once again, you are rotated around, and as you turn and you view the track in front of you, the lanes are still gone, but you see a stone wall covering the entire hallway ahead of you. You hear the voice of Volo come out once more. Well, time to race! On your marks, get set, go.
There is a wall.
We are going to maintain initiative order. It's written on my handy dandy note card. Rhyme.
Taking a look at this wall, does it go are we in a tunnel or does it extend off into darkness? I couldn't remember if we were in an actual tunnel or if it was.
So you're in this tunnel-esque area. There is edges on the outside, but there is the boundaries of the track that you can't cross, and the stone wall blocks off the area of the track ceiling to floor. It is literally just a stone wall in your way about 50 feet in front of you.
Okay. Okay, well, that was going to be my next question. If it goes up to a certain height and then we can see over it, or...
It is 100% blocking off that path.
Kind of
as far as you can tell from where you're standing.
Yeah.
There may be other details. I'm not going to discredit you for trying to come up with other creative ways, but this is what you're seeing at a moment's glance.
Okay. So I'm going to jog up to it because I have my boots of speed. So you said it was 50 feet. I could do that in 60. And
yep.
Do I touch it? Does it feel solid?
It feels like stone. Yeah.
Turn around. Hey, big man, can you break this for me? Looking at Garagak, who is the smallest of the 3 big men.
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome, good to hear. And I will hold my action dash for when it is broken.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay. That was mechanically. I was I know you can hold an action, but can you hold a dash action?
You can hold. It is an action you can hold. You only get the 1.
Yes.
So it is just that 1 dash action. All right. So Rhyme is holding a dash action after looking at the wall. That will put us to Ileana.
Ileana.
Just run and then dash action to get up to the wall, and that's it.
Sure. Argus.
I'm gonna walk to it.
Okay. Just action dash to finish the movement, but just walk up.
Yeah.
All right. Spartos.
I guess I'm gonna follow everybody else and action dash my way up to it and just try to. No, can I inspect the surroundings? Can I see how far down it goes? Does it look like it's infinite?
You wouldn't. I don't think you would have needed to use your action to dash if you went 50 feet.
And oh, right, because I have crazy deer speed.
Yeah.
Great. I'll just run up to it. and
Yeah, we're gonna
do-
call this your action. You can tell me what kind of roll you want to make, and I'll give you information based off that roll.
I would love to make a doo. Don't freeze on me.
I want to insight check the wall to know if it's true.
I would like to persuade the wall to give me its secrets. Is there any way I could do a survival check on just like my surroundings?
You can do a survival check. You can do a fucking persuasion check. I don't give a shit what you do. You tell me what
I'd
you want to
love-
do, and I'll tell you how it goes.
How about I just do a straight perception check on either? Well, I'd love both. How high and how long this dealio is going here.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a
Yeah.
perception check.
Didn't I just ask that?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I didn't know.
that's
19.
fair. 19. Why do your
This
rolls
is
never
happening
come
in
through
6
roll 20?
seconds.
So you get up to it with a 19. You look around, and it covers the entirety of the lane of the track. You can see up when you're up close that it does embed itself down below the gravel to some extent. You can't tell without like trying to dig at it or whatever how deep it goes, and it goes all the way to the ceiling. It is literally just a stone wall in your path.
Well, so much for ingenuity. Everybody, it's just a wall. And it goes up high.
Yes, that's why I asked our barbarian to break a hole in it with his battering ram.
Rhyme, it's good to see you.
What is wrong with you?
A whole
Bartos
lot.
is in
My
crisis.
brain is very it's burning.
You all move up there to Garagak's turn.
Am I at the wall?
No, you are 50 feet back.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. I want to walk up to the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and will be an action if I look for something.
Depends on what you're doing.
I would like to look for a caterpillar on the wall.
I just thought of that too. Thank you.
Roll an
yeah.
roll an investigation check.
Would it be an action though?
That will be an action to detailed look this wall over for a caterpillar.
And I can't break it down.
I have questions.
Listen, for folks at home or the rest of the people in this party, if you are not 100% on board with where we're at right now, get cultured. Garagak, it is your option. You can either look for a caterpillar with your action, or you can break the wall down.
What'd you say the check would be?
Investigation.
I'm proficient.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a go.
All right.
That's pretty good. That's
That
pretty
is pretty good.
Huh?
Sure enough, you see about 25 feet up on this wall, just this faintest little hole. And you see a little face looking down at you. And as soon as you like glance up and notice it, whoop, and like tucks back behind the hole.
You gotta be
Okay.
fucking kidding me.
I will.
Man
climb up.
called me. Like,
I will climb up there. I'll use
Look.
my thingy as a ladder because I can turn
You
it
wanna-
into a ladder as well.
You have wings.
Oh, that's right. I'll just fly up there.
I was curious too. I was like, okay.
I missed a week.
Yep.
I have
Threw you
wings.
off. Yep. You fly up there to this hole and you look in, and there's just a little worm. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How's you?
I'm doing okay. Trying to figure out how to get around this wall. I thought maybe you would know.
Oh yeah, you just go through the door.
Oh, there's a door?
Yeah.
Oh. Would you mind showing me where the door's at?
Oh yeah, it's right there. And it just doesn't gesture. I pointed out of habit. Just does not gesture. It's right there.
Okay. Right there?
Right there. You thirsty?
Yeah.
You want some tea?
Hey, you got some tea?
Yeah, come in. Have some tea. Meet the missus.
Oh. Okay. And I'm gonna attempt to get in there.
As you go to climb in the hole,
Yeah.
you and walk in.
Ah!
Do we all see this happen?
Way to go.
Yes. Tumble, your turn.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Fair enough. Rhyme.
Oh, that's not quite as planned. Well, and I'm going to bonus action elegant maneuver.
Sure.
Is this like a brick wall? Or is
No,
it like
it's-
a cobblestone
Smooth stone, like cave wall.
as the quiet game of did I get a pack that has pythons? I don't think I did. I do! Ha! And using my miscellaneous climbing supplies that I'm not well versed in. I'm used to climbing rigging, not making it.
Yep.
I'm going to try to climb my way up to where Garagak was talking.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check at disadvantage.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, it's both. Flat roll because of elegant maneuver.
Sure.
Ooh, I'm expertise in this.
Of course you are.
30.
Yeah, I will say, because you are adding like the handholds and things to get up this smooth stone wall, it is going to get you about halfway up.
Yeah.
But
Because I don't have a climb speed. I have a run speed.
Yeah,
My boots
with
don't
little-
help me here.
but with you're about, we'll say you're about 20 feet up to this 25-foot mark. Yeah. Eliana.
I'll just look up and just smile. Hey, so what if we all won? Do we know how much points we got? Like,
You don't. I told you 10, but it's
Yeah.
kind of arbitrary. It's just
Cool.
number of wins per like person.
So it looks like the race changes every time. Maybe we should each win once. I'm also okay trying to compete and win. It's just throwing it out there, whatever you all want to do. And I'll just kind of sit down and just watch.
Perfect. Argus.
Really interested to know what's going on up there, but I'm not going to go investigate that. You said it's a stone wall.
Yep.
And we don't know how thick it is.
Correct. Player, not character knowledge. You know it's at least caterpillar thick.
Well, yeah. No, I don't.
Well, player
That's why I said player
knowledge, not
Okay.
character.
I'm just going to lean on the wall, cross my arms, cross my legs over, just kind of lean up against the wall. And I'm going to wait to see if Garagak comes back and what he has to say.
Fair enough. Spartos.
Fuck. So looking at this wall
Mhm.
and its
He looks back.
climbability, as it looks as though Rhyme is getting up it, does it look like it's mostly like crimps or jugs, or we like looking pockets, pinches? What are we talking?
Yeah,
I
and
don't know what any of those words mean.
The pythons are still in the wall. There are the handholds
There are
and a rope.
active.
You could
active
belay
pins in
me
the
if you
wall.
would like to.
It's too late for that, my friend. We don't have a gree. We don't got harnesses. We don't got nothing. I guess starting off, just to test a theory, I'm gonna take out my pack. I'm gonna take out my mace that I haven't used in a really long time.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take it in two hands. I'm gonna just try to hit the wall with it and see what happens as hard as I can.
Roll an attack roll with your mace.
Do I have to roll an athletics check? Am I gonna fall down?
Hanging on.
We'll,
for
we'll
dear
cover
life.
we'll cover what happens with y'all in a minute.
Yeah.
That was a 29, but D&D Beyond wasn't open.
I trust you on the 29. You hit the
Much
wall
worse.
and it breaks off a chunk of the wall.
Oh, sick. Sweet. I
Coda,
only get one attack action per round.
the
I'm
wall
just stoked
shakes.
on that.
It does like there's like a little bit of an earthquake, and you hear like some like plates and stuff fall off walls, and you hear, right? Well, that's a pain. And then just like,
That's all I got.
fair enough. Garagak, your turn. You are led into a small, kind of a little like hovel, just like a little hole in the wall home. There's like a bed in the back that is like much longer and a little bit thinner than like a normal bed would be. It's like one of those tall kid dorm room beds that they give you the extra long ones if you're like over a certain height. And then you see in there's another caterpillar. This one has like a little bit of like short, like curly hair on top, and turns and she looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello,
Hello.
here for tea."
Yeah. I'd like.
She turns, she hands you a glass of tea.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys been here while I'm sipping my tea.
So you sip the tea.
I do
Pinky's
sip
out.
the tea. Oh, always.
Garagak, you feel your body kind of shake a little bit, starts to tremor. A sensation that you are familiar with comes to pass as you feel yourself transforming. Garagak, you are a caterpillar.
Ah. Well,
Oh, this is Alice in Wonderland now.
And she looks, they look at you like nothing has happened, and they just continue. "Oh, we've been here for about 400 years. It's a good place. Love it here."
Oh. That's a nice play. Yeah.
Thank
Seems
you.
like the earthquakes might be a pain, but it seems
It
pretty.
only happens once every century or so.
Oh, that's not so bad then. So is
Really?
there?
Depends on how hard they hit the wall.
Oh, yeah. They're probably hitting it. Yeah. So you guys have like a back door in here for me to get through the wall, or?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
that-
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You take this. Yeah. Like the gentleman you met at the hole handed you like a slip of paper.
Oh, I'll take the paper.
You're the first person to come by and say hi. I've been collecting.
Oh,
Sure, Snap. I don't leave the home.
well, I really appreciate it. You're very nice people.
Thank you. You're pretty nice as well.
What's the piece of paper say on it, or?
You flip it open.
Yeah.
You see it says, "Take my points." And there's the number 5 written underneath.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Yeah. Door's there. And points. This time actually points, and there's just like a door in the wall.
Okay. Well, I should probably get going then. I really appreciate
Yeah.
your hospitality, though.
Of course.
Yeah. I'll just.
Hope you win more races.
Yeah. Thank you. And I'll go out the door, I guess.
All right. So it's kind of at this moment it may sink in for you, Garagag. You no longer have arms or hands.
Oh. I'll like slink on over to the door, and I'll try to open it with my mouth.
Roll me a d20 -1.
Oh.
This will be your athletics check.
Negative athletics on a
Let's go,
Garagak.
baby. Let's go.
That's
It's
pretty
a-
good.
It's a 19, but it was a natural 20.
It's always a fucking 2. It's always a fucking 2, man.
Well, here's the thing, Coda.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I assumed it wouldn't proc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are a caterpillar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out. I was still excited to nat 20 on it.
That's fair.
We haven't
Um,
seen you nat 20 in a while.
Yeah.
As you do get the door open. The 19 is still really good. You do open the door, and as you do, you look down and you see the finish line.
Okay. That's pretty far down, huh?
About 25 feet.
I'll just jump down. Like try to clear the finish line as I'm jumping. Yeah. Let me I forgot more. Can't exactly jump. I got feet. I'm gonna curl up.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go back away from the door a little bit.
You
Leave
do-
it open.
Mhm.
Giving it a good old Sonic roll.
I'm gonna curl up. I'm gonna ask the jump. Hey, could you give me a nudge?
You want us to push you?
Yeah. Could you give me a nudge? Like roll me out there?
Very slowly.
I don't recommend it. It'll hurt to fall that far.
It won't be so bad. I've fallen further.
Not as a caterpillar.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I've done it as like other things. Like I turn into stuff all the time, and I hit the ground and poof, I'm back in my body.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you roll up and we'll push you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll roll up.
They give you their best little caterpillar push.
Okay.
You roll off and land. You don't get the distance to cross the finish line.
Yeah.
You fall. Coda, I need you to roll me 2d6.
Okay.
As a caterpillar.
5.
That is more than your 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Garagak, you die.
Oh no, I'm back alive, right?
No. No,
Not
you
a
are
orc
a
anymore.
caterpillar.
No, I'm nothing. I'm just caterpillar.
All right,
You're,
time to
you're,
get
you're a caterpillar.
Oh, okay.
We got to make another jacket for Guy Squad. Coda's making another character.
No, he can get resurrected in a minute.
Listen, man, I didn't expect anybody to go for the caterpillar, so I figured if I wrote some stupid shit, nobody would ever see it.
Yeah,
And you called me on my shit
Yeah.
straight away.
it's awesome. I can get us to him, I think.
Tumult, your turn.
Hey, Volo.
You call out for Volo, and Volo does not respond.
Some friend. Oh well, someone will get to the end soon. That's it.
Rhyme, anything?
I keep climbing and try to check on what happened. I was climbing up to where Garagak was and disappeared.
Yeah. So you climb up, and there is not a hole in the wall.
Well, where'd it go? Just kind of like as I'm now pressed up against this wall, can I kind of like look to the side and see if anything like looks a little different or like touching along it?
It is all flat stone wall.
Well, he just disappeared, and you say he's now dead? I can't get through this. I'm not that strong or beefy or teleporty or stone-y. I'm just 25 feet up a wall now.
Does anybody else have anything they can do? Or are we going to wait for Argus to get through?
Yeah. I'll walk up to Tumult. Tumult, do you know what Garagak was when the connection ended? Do you have a way of knowing that?
Where the wall was.
So so it gets weird, right? Because technically he did travel like 1,100 and something feet, but the distance never broke that 100 feet for your spell or for your ability. So you would know he's at the finish, like he was towards the finish line when it cut off.
The wall, but like the other side of the wall. Like the finish line.
Oh, okay. You said it's about 100 feet. All right, I'm gonna dimension door 100. I'm gonna attempt to dimension door 105 feet through the wall because that's what you would do.
Well,
Okay.
both of us definitely know that the race is longer than 100 feet.
But would we know the bit that Alex just told us? That seems like player knowledge, not character knowledge.
That is
you
that is
know?
fair.
So like knowing.
So you
Yeah.
dimension door 105 feet. What does dimension door say happens if you are in an occupied space?
The spell fails, and if there's somebody else traveling with me, take 4d6 force damage.
Go ahead and roll 4d6 for me. Argus, what do you got?
I take out a 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese on a toasted sesame bun. Take some of the seeds off, and crumble them up, and use those as the spell component to cast pass wall.
Yes, because all of the space in here is wibbly wobbly and shifty difty. You create a passage through the wall, and you see it's a long ass tunnel, like
It's
far
5
longer
foot
than it should have
wide,
been,
8 foot tall.
and it goes the entire distance down the thing. It is 5 foot wide, so if you're going first, you will be the first person out of the hole. For sake of brevity, is everyone cool with just saying Argus passes through? So Argus, you pass through at the end. It is your choice of what you want to do when you get to the other side.
Well, it lasts for an hour, so I can just leave it open. I see a squished caterpillar.
You see a fine paste that is roughly caterpillar sized.
How far from the finish line?
Probably about 5 feet.
I'm gonna walk across the finish line.
Okay, you do. As you walk across the finish line, the wall disappears. The rest of you are kind of working your way through the tunnel, get kind of shunted back to your initial starting places. And you see on the ground where Garagak's starting position was this small pool of mush.
That's where it was.
That's Garagak.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Great. Fuck. I would like to revivify the paste.
You all had to walk 1,100 feet down a tunnel.
I would like to revive the paste.
What is the wording of revive?
Give me a second.
Wait, they were
Okay.
shunted part of that, so
Yeah.
But it took
Barely.
Argus
You
to
were.
walk that.
Argus was moving forward, so everybody else was kind of locked at your speed all the
Okay.
way through.
So I can raise dead, actually. That's probably my that takes an hour. Jesus Christ. You return a dead creature you touch to life, provided that it has been dead no longer than 10 days. How's that?
That would work.
Okay.
I will say there is no body left.
If there's no body left, do I know this is Garagak?
You are roll an insight check.
I should too.
This is Garagak's place in the race, so one would
It's 11.
assume.
It's Garagak.
Okay.
Did we see the aspect fly away?
We were on the
No.
other side of a very thick wall.
I'm gonna use detect magic.
You cast detect magic. So much magic. Literally fucking every wall, every pebble,
I'm looking
everything.
for anything that specifically resembles Garagak's aspect. I've seen it so many times.
We also have the god level detect magic thing due to Illy.
There is god level magic in all the walls, similar power level to y'all's. You see Garagak's aspect like smashed into the back wall behind the finish line, like pushed up against it, trying to get somewhere, but it's not sure where to go.
We need to bring him back now so it can have a vessel before it goes somewhere else.
Tapartos, you try to cast resurrection and it does not work.
All right. I'll mark
If-
off a diamond.
Argus, I will say that if you do a long rest potion, that counts as a full long rest. So you could hasten that process if you would like, or we can say 8 hours passed.
It's not gonna matter.
It'll work.
The reason I'm saying
It's because it has to be a humanoid.
Yes, because and you have been having us read the spells for specificity.
That is 100% accurate. Then we will say the resurrection takes. Garagak the caterpillar is revived
As a caterpillar.
as a caterpillar.
Tumult, where's that aspect? Where's it going?
Well,
Garagak, you are now the world's the most powerful caterpillar.
Well, it's still there. That is an aspect caterpillar.
Fucking.
So
You should have went into God mode before you fell.
I want to try something
Okay, what do you want to try?
because it is magic that has turned him into a caterpillar.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Dispel to return him back to his Garagak form.
At what level?
8. I'm going with my most powerful.
Garagak returns to his half-orc form.
Did it dispel
my
everything
God.
else?
No.
Good.
So I'm now back to normal aspect at
You're
all.
just normal
After
aspects
everything?
and all of my fun and games completely shut down.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just curious.
Oh no.
This is the first healing magic I've done since I gained the aspect of death. I'm really scared about negative consequences here. Is anything going on?
Roll a
You
percentile.
might notice I'm paying a very close attention to this. Oh boy, I'm
Also, to
scared.
be fair, I was totally down to be caterpillar gag for this whole sequence.
27.
I also figured you were fine with it.
Yeah, I just
I
really didn't
figured-
want to like lose everything from falling as a caterpillar. Like that would have sucked ass. I'm like, oh come on.
Yeah, but I figured I could.
You're fine.
Okay.
Nothing
I
outwards
noticed-
in this place is out of whack.
Okay. I'm keeping very close tabs on it.
Sure. Yeah, everything seems hunky dory fine.
Okay.
As you turn to face the new obstacles ahead of you, the race looks a little different. The walls that were surrounding you, these kind of like white stone walls that were like layering the sides of this tunnel, those kinds of things are kind of cracked and weathered. The lights are flickering kind of throughout the tunnel. And you don't hear Volo's voice come to you to tell you to start the round of the race. There are no currently visible obstacles to you, nor are the lanes back in the race pathway. Rhyme.
Does it look like, based on those context clues, that this entire tunnel has aged significantly? Like the solid lights are no longer working, the walls have deteriorated.
That's a really good way to put it, yeah.
Hello, fancy friends, man. Just, I'm assuming, echoes through the hall. Is the starting line still like at our feet?
Sure is.
Iris, do you have any flowers? Any of you pick flowers, plants, anything somewhat alive?
I do.
I will wait
Okay,
until
give-
it's my turn.
You want an alive thing?
Just alive enough.
Oh, okay. Boop. And you can have a rat.
All
That was
right.
my last one.
Well, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, and I just chuck the rat.
Oh,
As soon as it crosses the line, it instantly like hyper ages and then turns to dust before it hits the ground.
That's an opening
Stuart!
hallway.
Stuart!
why'd you do that?
Would you rather Stuart or the rest of us?
Oh man.
That hallway makes things old, real fast.
Also, I have arms again.
I'm glad you're back to your correct form, big man.
Proud of you, buddy.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm not crossing that. I'm young and hot, and I just sit down.
If ever there was D&D reasoning to not go through an obstacle or like a magical cursed area, that's the best one.
I'm young.
Best
and
one
hot
I've
is
ever
my
heard.
favorite.
I'm young and hot. I'm not doing that.
I was in that body. I know.
I did have to canonize that rhymes like early 30s. I had to figure out exactly how old a character was for the first time in like ever.
Ileana, that would make it your turn.
I'm also going to actually. The broom didn't work whenever Volo gave us instructions on round one, right? It just didn't activate. I'm gonna take the broom out and see if it activates.
It does not.
Okay. I'll put it back and then sit down.
Okay. Argus.
Of course. I'm going to reach into the bag of holding. And I'm going to pull out a small emerald and a bunch of parts.
Okay.
Put them all together, grab my magic tool and start screwing things together. And a new homunculus is crafted.
Sure.
Made of mechanical pieces
Mhm.
with the emerald heart. Ella, what happens when you go to the other side?
Interesting.
Hmm.
And she flies off.
What material would these parts be made of?
Bits of wire,
Like base materials,
like
copper,
metal,
iron.
copper, bits of stone.
You see, as it starts to run, it makes it about a fifth of the way there.
Okay.
And as it runs, you see it the color starts to change. It starts to wear down, and eventually it does kind of weaken out and shut down. It doesn't like disintegrate or anything like that, but the metal weakens and softens to a point that it just can't keep moving. Which, if you want to roll me a tinkerer's check, you can get more information on that.
Yes, please.
All right, doing
Tinker's
math
check is-
here.
Yeah, I'm just
Who are what species in this party take the longest to age?
Ileana,
I think
1,000%.
yeah, it's like Ileana
Yeah.
followed by Tepartos.
Correct.
If the rat didn't literally like burst into dust, implying that the bones super aged as well, I might have tried to teleport Dimension Door twice, whatever. But I'm not gonna risk that.
Yeah, it could be like 10
No.
feet a year, and then you'll
Yeah.
be fine. You'll just be a killer old lady at the other end of it.
yeah.
Or it could be like to the end of time.
Yeah, it could be like a thousand years every second you're there. It could be one extreme or the other. We just don't know yet.
sorry, I'm looking it up because I know I have a tinkering. It's not a skill that everybody has.
No, yours is just intelligence plus your proficiency modifier twice because you have your.
Okay,
Tool.
so my proficiency bonus is +6. So
I think it's plus 17 for you.
12, yep, 17. So a D20 plus 17.
Yeah.
Thank you. 32.
You gather it aged probably about 20 years before it oxidized out and could not continue going.
That's not bad.
That doesn't seem very good.
And you do notice it wasn't
being maintained.
It wasn't like the copper that wore down. It was some of the like iron fixings and things like that used to make the joints, some of the softer metals in the inside that weakened out. The body itself has like the weird coloration to it,
Mhm.
like that like green like
yeah, the
overlay.
oxidation color.
Yeah. It
The
seems that
patina.
yes, it seems that
Yes.
the softer metals and the less resistant to the element nature, like the natural element metals, are the ones that weakened out.
How far away was she when she finally shut down?
About a fifth of the way across. So
So in theory, about 100 years to the end.
yeah, maybe you could say that.
So she's
Same.
still there and she's active, but she can't.
She's alive. She just can't move.
Can I do one more thing real quick?
That was your action.
Maybe that was my action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait.
Spartos.
I am going to go right up to the starting line. I am going to remove the glove off of my left hand. I'm going to take my pointer finger. Actually, no, I'm going to take my pinky finger. I'm just going to slowly as I can until I notice if something's going on.
Your finger immediately starts to age. You see like the skin dries out, wrinkles start to form.
Nail starts growing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as rapidly as the rat that traveled farther in.
Okay. I'm going to leave it there for like a second or two. Let's say 2 seconds. And then pull it back and just observe the damage done.
You leave it in and the aging happens.
Yeah.
But it stops.
Like,
You can only be aged so much.
So of
each
the two
incremental.
okay.
Roll
Age
an
is
insight
based
check.
on
Yeah.
Hmm?
So it's
Or
based
go
on
ahead, Dash. Go ahead and talk first.
the age is based on distance, not on time.
Okay. Can I tell about how aged my finger now is? And am I in a lot of pain? Like,
As
what's
about
going
a
on?
year, and no.
Okay. I share my findings with the class. I don't go through yet.
Fair enough. Gargak.
I'll stare into the void and stare at the hat.
I'm sorry.
I'll take the hat and I will put it on Rhyme's head.
Just balanced on my horns. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
She got the horns. And you said it's like dark with like lights flickering.
So it's lit, but the lights are flickering throughout.
You know, I want to try. I will throw a ball bearing down it. There's no mechanisms or anything in that, so.
What does ball bearing be made of? Just like iron, right? Because it's
Yeah.
easily accessible.
Yeah, probably.
All right, go ahead and roll an athletics check. See how far you can fucking eat this thing.
Okay.
Steel as of now, but I'm sure in the previous
yeah.
times.
Oh
It is-
yeah.
The ball bearing made it to the end.
Got a 4.
Go ahead and
It's
roll a
not a
D6.
2, baby. It's not a 2. Yeet.
Isn't that anime cutscene?
Gargak, you wind up to throw this singular ball bearing. Ball bearing. Yay big. Very small. And as you rear back, you hear, for whatever reason, a familiar voice to you. As standing behind you, and the rest of you see this. Once again, the great Bambino appears.
What?
Yes.
It's
been
been
so
like
long.
50 episodes.
Yeah.
And he kind of like grabs your shoulder and looks and goes, "This is going to be the greatest throw you've ever thrown. I believe in you." And as you rocket this ball
Whole
bearing,
game is just memes.
you
now.
cannot see what happens to it because you throw it so far, so fast that you just have no idea what's going on.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And you get a good, attaboy. And he's gone.
You just threw a fucking bullet. You just made a BB gun out of your body.
Yeah.
A Bodby gun.
All of you are thrown extremely off guard as you all rapidly rush to the other side of the hallway.
The BB win the points.
No shot.
Garagak, go ahead and mark 10 points for yourself.
My fucking god.
No
I never, not once, not any point have I said your physical person has to be the thing that crosses that line.
Fair.
All I said was you have to cross the finish line.
That's fucking awesome. Okay.
Well played.
I don't know. I honestly didn't even know that was a thing because I wasn't here when this started. So I just wanted to,
Yeah. You guys race to the end. You're turned around again. And the hallway's getting worse. The edges of the racetrack are gone. The actual like box lanes that you were in for this track are no longer there. The edges of this like gravel path that you've been running on are like spilling out over the edge. It's just in disrepair, and the lights are off completely. It is not the same darkness that was encompassing you in the arcade. It is normal darkness. But you do hear coming from the other end of this hallway, "You weren't supposed to be here. It was supposed to be my fun. It was supposed to be a game. It was supposed to be," and just like kind of echoing off the walls, these mutterings of a voice that you recognize.
The Volo.
It is Volo.
You okay?
No response, but the muttering stops. We are no longer in initiative order. Act as you see fit.
We have enough problems. Do we really want to help out the all-powerful man that just tried to kidnap a bunch of us?
We can't
Mhm.
leave.
Yeah, we kind of need to get
could
out of
just
here through him.
Walk by, ignore it. It'll go away eventually.
I don't think that's how any of this works.
Is this another old ding hallway, or is this just an old hallway? I feel like we got rocketed through metaphorical time space going through each of these levels.
Got another rat.
Passive perceptions higher than 12. I
20.
assume it's most of you. Yeah.
What about right at 12?
12's fine.
Okay.
Oh, it's so low.
It's so bad.
You all notice
Does 12 work?
the start and finish lines are gone.
Volo? Volo, can you hear me?
Volo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Volo, can you help
exactly
me
where I was
not
at.
be frightened?
There's no response. Past perceptions 20 or higher.
Match.
That you hear mechanical whirring from behind you.
Does it sound like nice mechanical whirring or menacing mechanical whirring?
For Ileana specifically, it sounds familiar.
I'll turn and try to look at it.
It is far off in the distance, but you do recognize it.
Okay. But do I have any idea what I recognize it at? Is it like a faint?
When the animatronics from the arcade were getting closer to you,
Okay. Yeah, it's the floating dude.
it is accompanied by 3 sets of footsteps.
Hey, everybody! Those robots from the first room, they're back there. I think they're coming for us. Does it sound like they're getting closer?
Yes, and they are coming from the opposite direction that Volo's voice was coming from.
All
Volo,
Pip Pup,
Call
let's
off-
go. Let's go.
call off the
let's go.
robots, please.
No response.
We are not talking to this man anymore, Departo. Start walking.
Okay.
Oh.
I
Has it
feel
been-
like maybe we should be running.
More than 10 minutes.
Since
Since the start of the race.
yeah, I think at this
Yeah.
point, yeah.
We're good.
Yeah,
It was
because it
depending how
was-
far I went.
It
Yeah.
was an hour specifically for
Yeah, for the
Oh, yeah,
resurrection
the
ritual.
resurrection. Yeah, so definitely has.
So you all start walking down the side, unless there's objections. Anybody would like to stay?
I do want to go and actually sit in front of Volo and try to look at Volo's face.
So he is at the other end of the hallway. So you guys are all heading that direction now.
Mhm.
But once you get up there, I will
Okay.
re-expo.
I misunderstood. Thank you.
You're fine. you all start heading down this dark hallway. At your normal walking speeds, it sounds like you are outpacing the machines that were coming from behind you because you're no longer hearing them. It doesn't sound like they unnaturally stopped. They did like kind of fade out for those of you that were hearing them. But as you get to the end of this hallway, same distance as before. It's right about that 1,200 feet mark. For those of you with dark vision. So everybody. Perfect.
Not to Partos because he's back to being a
No,
furbolg.
I don't have. Yeah, I'm just regular old boy now because I'm not a dwarf anymore.
So for everybody except for Departos, you see sitting hunched up in a ball, like full fetal position, rocking back and forth, hat kind of over his knees, is Volo, just kind of lowly whimpering.
What is it?
I want to jog up to him and hug him and ask him, is everything okay?
As you touch him, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's happening?
Volo's sitting there sobbing.
Ooh, that's low. 8.
Ileana, you are rocketed about 40 feet back as a wave of force hits you and throws you in. You don't take damage, but it does push you away.
Oh, and there goes the smart one.
And as you see,
Really? Or tumult?
as this happens, the rest of you standing there see a faint light appear. Ileana, you see this as soon as you like stand up. But a faint light appears next to Volo, just a single produce flame cantrip.
Oh,
Very
thank you.
faint light. And as Volo looks up, you see his eyes removed, blood kind of dripping out of the sockets from his ears, from his nose. He came back.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my friends. I tried to give you fun. There's no fun anymore.
I mean, we didn't go anywhere, so we couldn't have come. But we're still here from the fun races the first time around.
Do you need help?
There's nothing you can do for me.
I can fix the blood out of the. Oh my god, that looks terrible.
Eldritch blast him.
Roll to hit. You don't have to continue rolling. The first one hits, and it hits Volo, and the sheer force of the blast kind of knocks him backwards into the wall that he was sitting next to, and his body slumps to the ground.
Oh my god, you killed him!
He's already
Oh,
dead.
We defeated
How are we
the.
supposed to get out of here?
Where's,
He wasn't the way out.
Where's?
How do you know this?
Where's the Goliath?
To Partos, he was missing eyes, bleeding from those missing organs and his ears. And it took one Eldritch Blast to kill arguably one of the greatest spellcasters of all time.
Yeah, it's not the real one.
Something else is doing this.
So we killed the mummy. We did pyramiding. Where's our Arcanist friend?
You killed the mummy? Oh, yeah, shit. Where is he?
I genuinely entirely forgot his name.
Forgot his
Bestios.
name.
Bestios.
Bestios.
In my brain, Artagan was the only thing that existed, and I was like, that's very wrong. Are there like stairs at the end of this hallway, or it's just a
There's
wall?
not.
I'm gonna shoot foil or just blast backwards towards the automatons.
Faint beams of light. They don't produce any really light themselves. It is very faint. You see the blasts fall off into the distance. They never contact you, never show you any signs of anything.
I'm gonna go over to Volo's body and God mode and use that thing I was doing with Big Heck. So I bring back a recently killed thing, or try to do it.
The long death or whatever it was called.
Long death. Yeah.
The thing that you learned in Subvermoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have that stuff written down still? I shifted my notes from it.
God, I only ever use this for big hex, so I don't even know how far back he gave me those notes. I wrote it down somewhere. It was something like it couldn't have been dead for more than a short amount of time. I forget the exact time frame.
Yeah, there's a cost to it. I think that's what I'm.
Yeah. So the original note was just long death. It alters animate dead and create undead. It just says 24 hours, so it has to be dead less than 24 hours. But that's just the original stuff. That's not the actual like cost.
That's fine.
Stuff.
For now, we'll say that it works. We'll look into that and we'll come up with something. Volo's life returns. He is still sans eyes, but looks up at you blankly. Why did you come? All of you hear the voice come back.
That's ominous.
Adventure?
I don't know. At least found a Melting Pyramid and said they wanted to check it out. That's about it.
It seemed like there was power in here that we needed.
Planted some beans.
Seems
You'll
like a
have
good time.
to kill him.
To kill who?
Kind of head kind of lolling to one side, turns and looks at you, to Bartos. The end. The
Who's
one
the end?
who brings the end.
Yes.
We came here to stop him.
You came here to stop him?
5 of us. The other
You and
4,
the other wizards.
they refused his offers. But I was always more one for fun and games. He told us we could live forever. So I turned on them. He's already here.
No good. Time to prove that I'm already better than you.
You see his gaze that is in your general direction turns and looks past you. Very slightly.
I follow his gaze.
Same.
Directly behind Tummel. A large 12-foot tall figure. Almost impossible to see in this setting. Skeletal face that is cracked, ragged, aged for a millennia or more. Almost
Missing.
fossilized.
Missing an eye and a hand.
No. But you do see a hand attached to a wand
Uh,
that he takes. Volo speaks once more. Though the voice emanating from his body at this point is no longer his own. You have riled in darkness. You have reveled in the death, the paltry, insignificant efforts. You speak of being better than this one. Dear God, I hope you are. Everyone roll initiative. Not often that you have a D&D initiative roll set that everybody is 17 or higher. That's pretty good. Garagak.
So there's just a dude here with a hand on a stick.
Yeah. I think that's Garagak's perception of it for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. I'm a rage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go God mode.
Yeah.
Then I guess I'm gonna hit him. Swing on.
Go for it.
Okay. 28.
He's going to cast shield and you'll miss.
damn.
I'm gonna do it again. 21.
That'll miss.
That'll probably miss. Yeah. Checks out. I got nothing else.
Ileana.
Is Volo still up? Do I have any idea what Volo can do?
Volo is up, but Volo does not
Okay. I was
Look,
just wondering if he was like a glass cannon or if he had like nothing.
So
or what's
normally,
going on with that.
yes, absolutely. Volo is a
Yeah.
glass cannon. Volo's not fighting this guy.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That no.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's, I guess, go ahead and throw up Fire Shield and Sanctuary. Actually, no. Let's throw Bless on everybody.
Okay. So a high level bless, so everybody gets it.
Yeah. There's 7. Because
So you're looking.
is Thescus with us?
No, Thestos is
Okay.
not here.
So we'll leave Volo out and we'll just hit us 6. So that's a 4th level slot, if I'm not mistaken. And then Sanctuary on Tepatos, and that's it.
Okay. Fair enough. So
Thank
everybody
you.
has bless, wisdom saving throws to attack Tepartos. It's just attacks, right? This is wording for sanctuary.
It is. Here, let me actually.
That's sanctuary.
Attack or a harmful spell. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Sweet.
Okay. Tumult.
Link to Gargak as an action.
Okay.
Hey, Rhyme, you said something about creating shadows and stuff, right? Like you can use darkness.
We're also in the dock, but yeah.
Cast it on his head.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I will use Tasha's Otherworldly Guise for upper planes.
Okay.
So I'll gain resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. And immune to the charm condition.
Also smart.
And just prepare.
Fair enough. End of your turn, Tumult, and he's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to cast Finger of Death at Ileana.
Fuck.
That's a con save.
I am pulling it up now. I had the spell list pulled up, but I forgot to. I wrote him. I wrote this monster, so I can't like translate it all because it's just a sheet.
You're good.
So I'm using physical dice, so I don't have to like type in all the bonuses and all that shit the whole time.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. DC 22.
Nice. 25.
Hell yeah. So you will take half. I will do damage rolls on here because that's easy enough. Oh, wait, can I just do this?
Yes.
Hell
Rolled
yeah.
it, yeah.
So you'll take 34 points of necrotic damage.
And then School of Necromancy gives you resistance to necrotic. So
you will take 17.
17.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Good work. That will be that Rhyme.
Aren't we in darkness?
You are. It is dark in this hallway. Actually, it is no longer dark in this hallway.
Okay. It lit up when
You
showed up?
have a Garagak that is emitting bright light from his aspect.
Mhm.
I am a lantern.
So I will
You are the aspect of the sun.
yes. I will line up to be like flanked with Garagak, kind of skirt my way behind him.
Yep, that'll work.
Um
So his back is to a wall behind Tumult. So as of now, it is basically wall, him, Tumult, Garagak here. So you'd be lining up here as a heads up. I just want to make the melee spaces clear for everybody.
yeah, so we can't be like a 4-way cross or whatever.
Right.
All right. And I will use my action to cast darkness from Infernal Legacy. And then I will. How big is that? 15-foot radius. Like again at his face because he's 12 feet tall. You said he's big boy.
Yeah, he's about 12 feet tall.
I will still cast it a little bit below him, so like throat, not quite at top of head, and then try to hide in that darkness. Bonus action hide.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
20.
I
I forgot darkness was an action, so I was like, fuck, what else am I doing?
Garagak and Rhyme, you are both encompassed and are enveloped in this darkness as well. And
I am now.
Tumult, you are, but
Blind sight.
yeah, it does not
Blind
matter.
sight, tree sight.
Okay. Perfect. End
Would
of your turn.
Garagak break the magical darkness?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
And non-magical light can't illuminate it if the point you choose or an object you were holding, blah, blah, blah.
No, it is just an aura of natural light coming off of him.
Okay.
Not a
It's not like it's not a spell that is like specifically designed to create
Okay.
light. It
I
is
was just
natural
making
light.
sure. I was like, wait, I mean, I can cast it farther back so it gets him and me and not Garagak, but
No, the light is just like a secondary side off effect of him having his aspect up. It's not like a defined thing. He's going to take a legendary action again at the end of your turn. Argus, he's going to cast the Feeble Mind spell at you. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
$16.
If bless will help, try bless.
Would Bless help with that?
does it have to be to 22 as well?
No, it does not. It has the potential to help.
But isn't bless?
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
it was attack and ability check.
Guidance is ability checks.
That's what it is.
20.
You son of a bitch. 26 saves. That is really, really good and important.
What's that thing that Coda says all the time?
We take those?
Yeah, that's it.
We take
go.
those.
Potatoes.
Let's go.
Damn, yeah, that was huge. That bless was actually huge because I don't know if y'all read that spell, but
yeah.
does your
It's
your
nasty.
artificer a little fucking dirty.
I got feeble-minded as
Yeah.
Lysander, so we have just a hint of what it was.
A dumb boy.
That's fair. It doesn't hit Lysander nearly as hard as it hits Argus.
No.
Okay, that is the end of his legendary action. End of Rhyme's turn. That is going to take us to his turn. He is going to,
So
as
I
an
don't
action, you don't take anything.
Okay.
You're good. He is going to, as an action, unleash devastation. So I need everybody in a 60-foot radius
Which is everybody.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
No, I'm 61 feet.
You see billowing out of the darkness sphere are quite literally small creatures. Like think like fucking like Ermac clones from Mortal Kombat, the like goo versions of himself that he sends out. They're these little creatures, but they're about half the size of him, but there are dozens of them that run out and are just throwing strikes at people as they're running through. So I'm just going to ask y'all for total numbers. Dash first.
19.
19.
19.
Okay. Garagak.
21.
Okay. Tapartos.
11.
Ileana.
11.
Tumult.
18.
18. Argus.
15.
15. Okay, so Garagak saves. The rest of you are going to take 40 force damage. This is not halved for god levels. This is normal for everybody. Garagak, you will take 20 per rage. And then
I saved
no, yeah, you won't take any. You're good.
Okay. Since I saved and I don't take any, can I also use my ability to teleport and block someone else's?
Yeah. You can do that at any point.
Okay, I'll block Illy.
4-0. You'll block Illy's?
Yeah, Illy already took shots.
Thank
Okay.
you. That helps.
So
Yeah.
So you will take when you do that, I don't know if I said that. Did it say that it ignores your resistances and stuff? Or does it just say you take it?
What do you mean?
In the actual like ability, when I read it off to you from what I'd written, does it say anything about like ignoring your resistances or anything like that?
No, you
Okay.
said I could teleport to a person.
Okay. So you'll take 20 from it then. I
Okay.
was curious if I had added that in or not, but no, you're fine.
I'll take the 20. That's fine.
Perfect.
So this does deitic level damage.
Yes.
Oh, very
Okay.
much so.
Fuck.
As a bonus action, he's going to use 2 sorcery points and quicken spell Tumult. He looks at you. No. A simple raspy word. This is petty. What is your max HP?
118.
Or rather, how much health do you have?
78.
You are stunned. But that is a power word stun at the end of each of your turns. You'll get to make a con save to get out of that. Argus.
Of course.
I'm going to turn to Tumult, who just got stunned. You had to fucking put him in darkness where we can't see the bastard. I'm going to point at him. I'm going to look at Tumult, and still I'm going to flip him the bird. And I cast Sunbeam.
Oh, interesting.
So it needs to make a con save at 22.
There's a 19. He fails.
So he will take 29 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's your stun spell. Didn't pop up. Sorry.
You're good.
A beam of brilliant white light flashes out from your hand in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line must make a con save. On a failed save, the creature takes 68 radiant damage and is blinded until your next turn.
Ooh.
On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw.
He failed already, but
Yeah. And I can create a new line of radiance as my action on any turn until the spell
so
ends.
you can just keep rocking him with this to keep that's cool. That is very good for y'all. That is very good for y'all.
Sweet.
Good pull, Argus. Good pull.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've had that one kind of tucked away in a back pocket for a while.
For when I
Nice.
threw a lich type character at you. After
Does
Argus is
Does that
Sapartos.
break the darkness spell though?
Only briefly. So it is just like
Okay.
you send it through in that beam. During that beam, the
Okay.
darkness fades away, but it reshapes afterwards. If
Okay.
you had cast daylight, yeah,
That would have
that would have done it.
Yeah, but daylight
Sweet.
doesn't do damage.
Right.
Awesome.
Bartos, that is you.
Great. I am going to, because Illy's taking damage, Tumult's taking damage, and I'm down at half health because of previous encounters we've had. I'm gonna do a mass cure wounds on everybody. Just get us up to snuff here. Give me a
I was saying
second.
everybody did just take damage except for Garrett. Well, actually, everybody except Ileana took damage from that first.
So that's gonna be 31 points of healing back to everybody. I am going to take that right now. That's better.
Nice.
And about how far away are we from this dude?
Within 15, 20 feet.
Okay, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna stroll right on up to him. I'm gonna take out Orc Splitter, and I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon because that's a bonus action.
Perfect. Harlan Dino
And I'm-
appears.
I'm gonna bap him with Harlan. That's a 21 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah, I figured. That's it. It's my turn. I just taunt him.
Fair enough. After your turn, he's going to take a legendary action.
What a surprise.
He is blind, so that's a bummer. He's going to use his legendary action to cast Cloud Kill in a 40-foot diameter sphere to hit everybody. That will take effect when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time. Have we done spell for the first time as not when it's cast, but when the turns start, or is it immediate?
When the turns start.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It doesn't happen often enough that I remember how we ruled it. So I was making sure. Yeah, so that encompasses everybody. Garagek.
Yep.
That's your turn.
Yeah. And do I need to do anything with the
We don't know
yeah.
what cloud
We
kill
just
does.
talked about that.
yeah. You're like, your turn. I was like, okay.
Constitution saving throw.
17.
That
Oh,
is a-
wait. Hang on. Oh, wait. Do these count?
Yeah,
I got 19. Probably still fails, but yeah.
that does fail.
You're right back.
Just barely. So you will take a big 14,
Is it 7?
7.
Yeah.
7 damage.
Okay.
Type of damage.
Cool.
What's up?
What type of damage is it?
Poison.
Do I get to continue like my turn?
Yeah, you
or
get
does
to
it-
take your
Okay.
turn. Yeah,
I didn't know if it had like a status effect.
No, it's just a little boop.
Yeah, we get poison damage as long as we stay in it and he stays concentrated in it.
Okay. I will cast Holy Weapon on my hammer,
Okay.
and I will fly up just so my head's out of the cloud, so I can actually see what's going on around the room.
Sure.
Uh,
You fly up and actually you can't really see either way because the cloud kill is like a fog cloud that's filling the room. So you
I
go
can see
out of the
that.
darkness and into the fog.
Well, fuck. I guess fog is easier to see through, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll swing my hammer at him. At his face. 27. Oh, would I have advantage because he can't see me swinging at him?
He can see you.
He's blind,
Son of a bitch.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me give it
I
another-
mean, give me a minute for me to completely edit this monster's character sheet to make him immune to the blind status real quick.
It was a lesser roll anyway, but I was just like, wait a minute.
Good going, hero.
Yeah, that was solid.
That was
Like I
close.
said, I've been keeping that one tucked under in my pocket for a while.
He's gonna take the hit. So just tell me total damage when you're done with everything.
Okay, I will swing again. The advantage this time. 24
Hits.
hits. Okay. 78.
And that's radiant because of holy weapon.
Nice.
Yeah, like a chunk of it'll be. Yeah, no, it's all radiant because I'm just radiant as well as my weapon
Oh,
is radiant.
that's true.
So yeah, I guess it's all radiant.
Fucking chunky, dude.
Yeah.
It does not look like he's taking extra damage from the radiant, but it is hitting him as hard as you would expect it to.
Yeah, that's it.
Ileana.
I don't think I have a demon inspiration anymore. I'm gonna try this anyway.
Con save for fog cloud.
On
Oh,
save
yeah.
for fog, glad.
Con save for fog cloud. And then another con save for bless. Oof. All right, what's the damage for fog cloud?
Oh, you're in for this? You're in for this?
Not just using that same roll.
That's a pretty
Nah.
good roll.
It's 33. 33
Okay.
poison DiMaggios.
All right, so I'll need to roll a 16 or higher.
Yes, 16 or higher. That'll do it.
Nice. That rollcaster. All right, knock down 33 damage. All right. Well, we're here. We're gonna try it. Not gonna work probably, but if it does, it'll be really cool. Command undead. I needed to make a DC 20 charisma save. It has advantage because I'm sure its intelligence is above 12. If it fails it, it's under my command. And it becomes friendly to me and my companions and obeys all my commands for at least an hour. Yeah, this is what I was saving the demonstration for, that last one. I forget what I used it on. It was something important. But if it fails it, it just ends the fight anyway.
So it has disadvantage.
No, it has an advantage.
Oh, because it's intelligence is high.
It's higher than 12, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll these in front of you, one at a time.
It didn't save, did it?
There's
Oh,
one.
shit.
That's the
Shot.
first one. It has advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Come
not-
on.
No, it's
Let's go. Let's go.
Let me make something abundantly clear for folks at home. I rolled a 2 with advantage. Second roll was also a 2
Spectacular.
for a charisma saving throw. That makes my totals 19 twice.
Oh shit.
damn.
Wow. Okay.
Less.
If it was
than-
a
And
fucking
I
three.
forgot when I was writing this, I was like, why did I make his charisma so fucking high? Oh, right. Because this.
All right,
Valid.
so I'm sorry, I'm not done fucking with you yet. If this thing's under my control.
Oh,
I'm
fucking
not done
rad. Let's
yet.
keep it rolling. Let's keep it
Cool.
rolling.
So
right,
it is
so
under my control now. Right?
Let me expo what happens first, and then you can continue fucking with me. So this creature has Tumult stunned, has these like this big area of effect cloud kill going, has been just like throwing damage out of him. Ileana, what does it look like when you command undead? What does that actually look like? What do you do in that instance?
You would see like her wrists, not like her whole hand, but like her wrists would like glow a slight like greenish blue. And then her left eye would also go greenish blue. And if you had good perception, you would see underneath her shirt, like underneath her robes, you would also see the faint light as if her chest is glowing a greenish blue. Very faint, but like it's like that misty shit, you know, like as she moves, it like very slight trail that dissipates almost instantly. But yeah.
Okay.
And that.
Perfect. So as you use this ability, your wrists, your eye, and your chest start to glow this phalite that is almost made more visible by the fog around you as it catches the light and starts to glow. So there's just kind of this faint bluish green aura kind of around you and your midsection as the energy kind of leaves you. And as the end is turning, this hand going forwards, looking, let's be real, at Tepartos, his eyes, just for a moment, flash that same color. Turns to you, Ileana. The lights in this area slowly return. This massive creature steps forward to you and takes a knee in front of you, silently,
Shit.
and just bows his head. Continue.
I'll put my hand on its head, just smile. Okay, get up. Hey, everybody, can we stop? I'm gonna call you Bubba for right now. Bubba, I want you to drop concentration on all your spells you currently have going. This cloud kill. I don't think Tumult's thing is
It's
whatever.
not. It's just a
Yeah,
poke.
okay.
But he does dispel it. He just like flicks his hand and the spell ends.
Awesome.
As he drops concentration on all spells he's maintaining,
Mhm.
you hear as you glance down the hallway and you see 4 automaton wizards smash into the ground.
Xanathar just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you look, and they were about 100 feet away from you.
Oh
That's the
god.
So
thing
if
I
you
was afraid
a
of.
couple more rounds of combat, they would have been here and getting in the mix. And you also see the disguised self spell drop. Standing in front of you is a boy, 12, 13 years old, much smaller than his original form, but still tall. Even at 12 or 13, This is a 6'5", 6'6" ASMR. No wings, no real outside physical descriptors besides they're much more traditional looking than Argus for sure. But this very pale skin, and you can see cracks in the flesh where some of it is very faintly rotted, like around his cheekbones, around his chin. Not to the point where it's falling off and you can see bone, but it's very much so gaunt and haggard. For technicality's sake, this is a reborn. Reborn is a player race technically it's a lineage, I think. But basically any player class they have died and then they are brought back by something for something, etc. So they get a whole new set of like racial abilities and things like that. But Soda Boy is standing in front of you.
Who are you? What's your actual name? Do you remember?
He blinks, unspeaking.
What do you know?
Make an investigation check for me real quick, Ileana, as you're looking him over. The rest of you, anybody who is now paying attention to this little boy may also make these rolls.
Oh yeah.
The investigation.
Yeah.
Oh sure. Now I roll well.
No,
Ileana, Tumult, and Tapartos, you see scars all around his mouth. Fracture, like you can see where like his lip has been punctured by his teeth at some point. Like he was hit hard enough that his teeth went through the lip. You can see busted out, broken. But you notice there are two long scars that connect to his jawline underneath. You gather he no longer has the ability to speak or communicate.
Okay, level 9 telepathy, because I already burned my level 8 teleport today. And then I just want to talk with him, get an idea of like his what he remembers from his life. Because this wasn't something I raised. This was something I just took control over. So this is new. I'm kind of exploring, seeing what this thing knows, what information I can gather from it. And of course, the whole time I'm ordering it to give me whatever information it knows.
There is no response.
Okay.
This thing.
And that's okay too. That I just want to know what I'm working with, you know?
Yeah. It's almost a husk.
Cool.
That's not a shot against you. That is like the monster I wrote and like how it functioned. Like there's just nothing there.
It knows like its spells and stuff. It's a source code?
It knows precisely what it can do.
Okay.
It has a bunch of abilities, a bunch of spells, those kinds of things. But
right, I'll turn to the podium.
How did it talk before then?
Its purpose.
it didn't.
It used the
Oh, it said
hand
it
or
through
whatever
Volo's.
through Volo.
Does it
Yeah.
still have the hand?
Yeah. What's
The hand is laying on the ground.
While this is going on,
Mhm.
I flat out turn and sprint.
At the automatons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Almost do the Scrooge McDuck dive into all the parts and pieces.
sure.
Is
And I'm-
Volvo still working?
Yeah. Looting.
Volo is still standing there. Yes.
let's
You speak Volo?
Let me clarify one thing for Argus first.
Mhm.
They are still fully intact.
Oh, I thought you said that they fell apart.
They crashed and clanged to the ground. They're still whole bodies.
They
Well,
were
then I
moving
start to
and then depowered
disassemble.
mid-movement.
Okay. Because I know how Argus gets. How far are you disassembling?
As far as I can take it.
Okay.
I
will
know
say
there's
this,
time
then.
constraint.
There's
It's not even
people
that.
in there.
If you go too far, you won't be able to put them back together. That is all I'm saying. So if you want to go past that point, you can. If you don't, that's fine too. But I don't want you to like spend all this time and then be like, oh, fuck, why can't I put it back together?
No. These specific ones, I don't think I want to put back together. I want to be able to use their parts for other things. Specifically, I'm going to start with the Beholder. I'm going to start with Xanthar. And the first thing I take apart is the eye stalks.
Fair enough. We will get back to you then. That is what you're doing while we're doing this with everybody else.
Yep.
Ileana, continue.
Have Bubba pick up the hand, and I mean, whatever he knows about the hand. Does he get any information about how the hand works?
He looks at you, and what is your specific order to him?
Are you currently attuned to this item? Referring to the hand. Okay. All right, look at everybody. So I don't think this thing requires attunement. It also could be cursed. So should one of us touch it, or should we just kind of leave it here? What do y'all want to do with this hand thing?
This
We
is a
came
stretch,
here for the-
So tell me no, Alex, if this is meh. I was a pirate for 15 years
Mm-hmm.
in search of treasures.
Mm-hmm.
Could I delve my brain to find anything that would have even remotely sounded familiar to what this was?
Well, history check.
16.
No idea.
Continue, Ian.
I was just going to say, we came here specifically seeking treasures and powers to help us slay gods.
Yeah, but that's a freaky looking hand.
Yes.
In the light as you see it now, just to give a little bit more context and clarity, it just fucking runs away. No, it is laying on the ground, lifeless. But it is withered, and all of like the meat inside of it is gone. It is just like flesh and bones. You can see like the veins coming, kind of running through it and creating this like tangle of like bumped out lines across it as it runs through. And it is cut off about here.
Mid forearm for those listening without video.
Yeah.
Can any of you magic-y folks look at it more closely without touching it and figure out what this thing is?
Probably, but I'm kind of on a time constraint right now, and I'd like to get going. Can we pocket it and
scoop it in a bag without touching it?
Yeah, hey Bubba, go ahead and pick it up, and then I'll give Bubba a bag of holding, and I'll make sure to empty the bag of holding and put everything in one of the other bags. And
So he grabs it.
Uh-huh.
And you see the tendrils of the veins wrap up and around his hand, and it almost instantaneously replaces his own hand as it coils and wraps around it. And he just kind of puts his hand in the bag.
All right, take your hand out of the bag. All right, can we go? We'll figure it out later.
Illy,
Is it
how
still
long
on his
do you
hand
have-
or is the hand in the bag?
It's still on his hand.
How long do you have control over him?
Yeah, that was my next question.
About an hour. I can extend that, but I have to go talk to Silvery Moon to see if it's going to be. So basically, what I can do, you know, that thing that he tried to do to us earlier with the whole like feeble mind thing.
Yes.
Right now, in an hour, he gets to contest my control over him. If he succeeds, I no longer have control over him. However, if I give him a potion or make him get a spell slot back, or if he even has power to cast Evil Line again, I can make himself fail that spell. But then we won't have access to him for 30 days. So I would like to go to Silvery Moon, maybe find some other way of making him easier to control. Kind of
Okay.
weakening his mental prowess, so to speak.
Easy is not guaranteed. Do we want to unleash another evil creature onto the material, or just leave it locked here in this pyramid that may or may not be stuck here forever?
Artos,
Yeah.
make an insight check.
God fucking damn it. Natural 1. Rolling real bad today,
Argus,
y'all.
did you find any biological parts?
Not so far.
If you find bodies, let us know. They claim to be the real ones that, didn't want to give in to his demand, so he might have used part of their bodies to power them or something.
Artos,
Yeah.
this is my kind and generous DM face. Artos, you have this feeling inside of you, familiar to an extent, of an outside force trying to compel you to do something. But whereas in the past it has been mind control from an enemy, or it has been Gungrar trying to be like, hey, you don't need to fuck that guy up. You got to fuck him up. There is a singular voice that comes through and says, use my power. It will help.
Geragak.
Yep.
When you know that Leonin is going to be coming around, how do you feel? What do you do? When you think he's going to swing by and you have to run off somewhere else?
Oh, I normally just go get him, and he asks me to wait somewhere, and then he shows up.
That's exactly what I should have expected and thought. Thank you.
Aren't you already magical? Just do your magic thing, but more so.
I'm just gonna go and think Garagak thoughts and think activate God mode and just try my best.
Oh,
Almost instantaneously, you are wreathed in black energy.
Oh my God.
This dark whirling aura of just pitch black, almost smoke-like energy surrounds you. Similar to the aura you've seen like Lysander and Garagak and a plethora of others use.
Looks like
It's almost different, but it doesn't smell like death.
No, it looks like death.
It does look like death, yeah. It looks not very different from the aura that this dude was giving off before he turned into a boy.
Do I feel like
You
how
feel
does it-
intensely powerful.
since I'm standing next to the Partos, are our colors just clashing in the middle of light and dark? Is
So
it like a super
standing
sequence?
standing right next to each other, there is this almost like line that is forming this like almost gray beam of just these auras connecting between the two of you. Partos, you feel powerful. You feel like you have total control over death itself.
I go up to the boy.
Turns, faces you.
I have a task for you to complete until the end of eternity.
He spends time looking at you. A few moments pass. And he turns and looks at you, Ileana. And the face that he makes is one, it seems like he's torn of who to listen to. Because he is, for the next 45 minutes, sworn to your service. But there is something that is pulling potentially even stronger away from you. And he's like looking at you of, what do I do?
If I can, like, relinquish control of my side, right? Like, so like it's not conflicted anymore. I'm not sure if I can do that as a text it, but like, if
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No. Absolutely. What would you say when you relinquish that control?
To Potos, I want you to think on this. Do what you think is right, and then relinquish control.
And with that, the torn face of be a large one, a 12-year-old boy that is like looking, immediately straightens And you see like this look of purpose in his eyes as he turns and stares directly up at you, Tepartos.
Sweet boy. Your body is young. Such pains inflicted unto you I could never imagine. I am sorry for the fate at which you are prescribed. I offer you a choice. If it is at all possible. You,
We don't deal in choices.
I don't care.
You make the choice.
I know.
This only works if you choose.
So you can speak.
That wasn't the boy.
Illy, do you want him or are you willing to let him go?
That's a very open-ended question.
I know.
I would like to spend time with him, yes. But I meant what I said. Don't listen to my opinion or anyone else's. I want you to do what you think is right. I want you to make this decision yourself.
All right, Gunman, it's time to be the captain.
I get to be the captain.
No, we'll have a vote or something.
Partos.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's okay, Gilrick. You're still God, man.
I would like to have a vote.
What you wish. What are you voting on?
Later. I'm going to kneel down to the boy, take him by the shoulders, once again place my hand on his head. And I'm going to repeat.
As you make contact,
Mm-hmm.
you feel power.
Yeah.
Rippling from him. It is yours, but this boy, whoever he is, whoever he was strong enough to stop 5 of the strongest mages ever to exist in the Forgotten Realms. And you're reminded of that in this moment as you feel the power emanating off of him. The choice you are about to make, Ian, to clarify, will absolutely change the future of this campaign and the ultimate ending of what we are doing.
You are a reborn.
Nods.
You have died. And
Nods.
you should be dead. And there are powers keeping you beyond this mortal coil that I am assuming are not your own.
He shakes his head no.
They are yours.
Nods. He looks at you. He taps you on the chest. He points to himself.
You were the previous wielder.
Pauses slightly and nods.
You shall stay. You shall witness my ascension. You shall witness the death of gods. And when I am done, we shall rest together. Do you agree?
There's a long pause. He points at you, pokes you in the chest. And there's a look in his eyes that is familiar to one that you've seen in the past when your party has been looking for you to guide them and lead them. It's the face of someone waiting for you to make a choice. It is the face of someone who will accept your answer, no matter what that answer is.
You are now a lieutenant. You now answer directly to
There are
my
ranks
general.
that I don't know about.
Kind of looks at you and looks around.
The one who took control of you originally. You answer directly to Ileana and you do what she says. And you also do what I say. But you are a part of her undead army. In turn, a part of mine. We're going to go kill God. I'm going to turn to everybody and I'm going to repeat that. We are going to go kill God. The God.
He looks at you,
Bad.
nods deeply, And when he looks back up, he's smiling. He puts a hand on your shoulder. And the voice inside your head comes back to you. You made a choice I couldn't.
This
He
is
squeezes slightly, turns and walks over, nods to Ileana, and you see he waves the newly acquired hand of Vecna in front of his face. And as he does, a suit of full pitch black plate mail with a symbol of Sylvanas on the front. He turns and stands directly behind Ileana. Soldiers marching orders, waiting.
That's a child.
That's a soldier.
Arguably the most powerful child in existence.
Argus, as you are dismantling the gears and the wires and all of those things are the same as the automaton hand that was in Tupartos. None of it makes sense.
And
The
it's not
pieces
really
are there.
connected.
And as you're dismantling, you started with the beholder,
Mhm.
Xanathar. Digging through, you feel as you reach in to grab a flap of the steel holding it together, your hand brushes leathery flesh.
Tumult. I think I found one.
You gather
it.
all of these are simply what is essentially mech suits surrounding the bodies of the four great wizards.
Hey, Illy. This is me talking to Illy, straight up.
Yeah, what's up?
I know it's probably a really bad idea, but would you let Volo go?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I planned on going to give him a proper burial after this, but whatever you, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
that's what it was for. It's like we're gonna go bury the five.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
And
no.
before you fully relinquish control over Volo and he goes back to being dead or whatever he was, walk over and say, and this is why I'm already better than you. I trusted my friends would win. You didn't.
He looks at you. You're right. But I don't think that burying us is the correct call. I heard we're going and killing gods. If you don't mind, I would like the charade to end at this point, Ileana. If you don't mind. And you
Yeah,
see,
you're good.
he just waves his hand, and all of his wounds are gone. All of the illusory everything around him is gone. You didn't think I was truly bested by that boy, did you?
Yes.
At one
I
point in your
super
life,
was.
yes.
I super
you know?
was. No,
Okay.
I was like, at one point, yes.
but I've come back. And if we could bring my friends back, the five of us could help you in your godly deeds.
Can we?
Oh,
Why
don't
would you
use them
even
as undead
dead?
slaves.
How long
I have
you
to
been
admit,
dead?
the prize is not real.
Fucking damn it. I was
Well,
about
one
to
of them
raid
was.
the prize pool.
But he gets to keep it.
No, that's why the eye was in the prize shop, you see. That was the whole bit was we had the hand, we didn't have the eye, and so I put the eye in the shop. Well, I did make all of this. It was actually my big old fun time place. It was impressive, I know. I plan on
Very well done.
franchising at some point.
Would it be with less killer robots? And
Well,
also-
yeah, that was not me. That was that one. He points at Bubba, who just kind of nods.
Lieutenant Bubba.
Oh, 1,000 apologies for not acknowledging your proper rank, my friend. And he like just nods and like full deep, like face full, like 180-degree bend in his body, bows, stands back up.
You're all
Let's get your
generals now,
friend.
by the way.
Bartos, can you bring them back to life
I can
using
try.
that?
You said earlier
I
you're
don't
having a
think-
meeting with wizards or druids and things that could probably help, right?
Yes.
The most powerful people we know, which now includes you.
Hello.
The most powerful people on the material plane.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Then let's just take them with us. I can get us help carrying them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Seems easy.
I am, after all, Volo, guide to monsters.
Yep, and you're
And he
gonna-
lets out a loud whistle, and you see tunneling out of the ground these massive purple worms that pick up the bodies and eat them. each one just grabbing the automaton and all, and then just pop out
Oh wait, no, that was the
and pop back down.
This
Did
whole
that
time
just
I
eat
started
Argus?
swearing a blue streak. Once I felt the body inside called tumult, I was just swearing and just scooping as many gears and other bits and pieces into bags. Just fucking goddamn can't ever get anything good out of these fucking things.
Volo, as is like making this grandiose show, kind of taps you on the shoulder. I can teach you ways to make things you'd never dream of.
I was like, you're also gonna hate the fact that you just revived 5 of the most powerful spellcasters in front of me, Alien Argus.
Let me a little parting gift, shall we? For someone going god hunting, it feels only apt.
Yes.
True.
I made all of these things. I
God,
finally made all these the little ones up front and all of those things, all those ones you've been so fascinated by. Why don't I give you something? After all, I am still technically dead, so it shouldn't belong to me anymore anyways.
You want to be alive again?
Well, duh.
Okay.
And he holds out his hand to you, Argus. It's empty.
take his hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want a present? And he kind of like reaches in his pocket and produces a clearly illusory gift box.
Did you want a crisp high five?
That'll work. You make contact and your body fills with a familiar energy as an aspect rushes out of Volo. This one technicolor, bright, almost like disco lights flashing all around him as it rolls through and around. And you just hear echoing around you this Volo's laughs on repeat. Just as it rushes into you, and you gain the aspect of creation. The antithesis to your previous aspect. We will talk. With that, with the party acquiring a metric shit ton of powerful new allies that I now have to deal with keeping around you and figuring out what y'all are going to do with them, we will prepare next week for the War Council, which will include, we'll save it for next time. Thank you all at home so much for joining us. This was a longer episode. I know that, but there was a lot of cool stuff happening and I wanted to get this wrapped up tonight and we were so close. It wouldn't have made sense to do another like quarter session to wrap it all up. So we went a little bit long. I apologize for that. Thank you all so much for watching. It truly means the world to us. I hope you guys are enjoying our story as it's reaching these climactic points and all of those things. I hope this was interesting to you guys. I tried to make a cool little sub bit about the mummy and the undead presence and all that stuff in there to keep it on par. Did I know that Ileana was going to absolutely take control of my super powerful monster dude that I made because I gave him almost no possible way for him to fail those rolls? No, but fate determined I would roll 2 2s, roll 20 devs. I don't remember the other one's name, but Carlos Luna, you're on my watch list and my shit list. Keep your eyes out. I'm
Thanks,
coming
Carlos.
for you. But with that, we'll bring tonight's session to a close, and we will see you in 2 weeks for another episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Bye, everybody.
Bye.